The Festival of Silver Shadows. English Story Level 3. Every year, when the moon reached its highest point in mid-autumn, the people of Halemore Village celebrated the Festival of Silver Shadows. Lanterns shaped like tiny moons hung from every window, and silver streamers fluttered in the wind, making the entire village glow faintly at night. But this year felt different for Lion, who sensed something unusual stirring in the air. On the evening of the festival, Lion walked through the main square, watching dancers rehearse with glowing ribbons. The air shimmered with excitement, but beneath it she felt an odd vibration, like a heartbeat coming from underground. When she knelt near a lantern pole, the earth trembled softly beneath her hand. Later, the villagers gathered near the ancient stone arch at the edge of town. It marked the entrance to the Shadow Garden, a mysterious place that only opened once a year during the festival. The arch was usually dull and cracked, but tonight it gleamed with silver lines pulsing like living veins. As the moon rose higher, the archway brightened. Suddenly a soft wind swept through the crowd, carrying faint whispers that sounded like forgotten songs. The air rippled, and a door of pure light formed within the arch. Everyone gasped, but no one dared step forward until Lion, driven by a strange pull in her chest, approached the glowing entrance. The moment she stepped through, she found herself inside the Shadow Garden. It was nothing like she expected. Tall trees with leaves like molten silver towered above her, swaying even though no wind touched them. Shadows danced independently on the ground, moving freely like living creatures exploring their surroundings. A soft figure emerged from behind a silver tree, a girl made entirely of shimmering shadow. Her eyes glowed warm gold, and when she spoke, her voice sounded like two tones at once, gentle and echoing. She introduced herself as Selene, guardian of the Silver Shadows, and said she had been waiting for Lion. Selene explained that every shadow in the garden belonged to a moment in someone's life, a memory that had transformed into light and darkness. Some shadows were joyful, others heavy with sorrow, but all were important. Each year, the festival allowed the real world and the shadow realm to meet so that memories could rest. As Lion walked deeper, she noticed familiar shapes among the shadows. One resembled her late grandmother, moving slowly with the same graceful steps she remembered. Another shadow looked like her childhood dog, bounding playfully in circles. Lion felt tears in her eyes as she reached out to touch them, though her hand passed through like smoke. Selene led her to a pool of mirrored water at the center of the garden. The pool shimmered, showing fleeting images, each one a memory waiting to be healed. Selene said the village carried an old wound, a forgotten sorrow that made the festival necessary. The shadows came each year to ease that pain. When Lion gazed into the pool, she saw the truth. Long ago, the village had been struck by a terrible storm that took many lives. To protect future generations from the weight of that grief, the ancestors created the Shadow Garden, allowing memories to transform into gentle lights instead of haunting the living. Selene said the garden recognized Lion's courage and soft heart. It wanted her to become its next guide, someone who could help others face memories without fear. Lion hesitated, overwhelmed by the responsibility, but the calm warmth of the shadows soothed her doubts. When she finally returned through the arch, the villagers welcomed her with awe. The door of light faded, but Lion now carried a soft silver glow in her eyes, a mark of the garden's trust. From that year on, she helped people understand their memories, guiding the village gently through joy and sorrow alike, becoming a quiet light in the heart of Halemore.